the most important thing, and to look for it when you're doing, your initial assessments, your first meeting with the client, because a lot of times it is not possible, like with that client that I just talked about, the teen or adult clients whose parents have passed on or they no longer have a relationship with
Mm-hmm.
them. It's not always possible to repair those, attachments, but sometimes you're it,
Mm-hmm.
as the therapist. So the therapist use of self and creating um, that safe relationship and helping them to trust
Mm-hmm.
and to feel held and nurtured and safe and supported. So sometimes it's, yeah, it's about that therapist use of self and the therapeutic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that starts from the very, very beginning, but you have to really buy into the fact that this is what the client needs, the most. And it's not like I don't do other things. I will draw from, cognitive behavioral. If I have a depressed, client, I will be
Mm-hmm.
encouraging them to walk, to socialize, to,
Mm-hmm.
to get out of bed, to be assertive, all those things. But it all is just by itself without that relationship where they feel kind of unconditionally supported and that they
Mm-hmm.
have someone in their corner. It wouldn't be the same.
That
So
makes
so it
sense.
starts with, the beginning, the therapeutic, relationship. It starts in the assessment for looking for uh, what's going on in their attachments, early childhood attachments, and in their marriage with their kids, what's going on, because you might start to see certain themes for problems that are all kind of created by that.
Absolutely. So as therapists, there's the use of self. We're definitely using the therapy space as a way to model like validation, um, empowerment, right? Strength space. We're trying to model what an ideal relationship ought to look like. And we're also using it as a space to teach those skills and how to identify what they need within themselves and how to build build on their own relationships, right? Advocate for themselves. So that's really good advice.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good
Now,
starting
if I'm
point.
working with couples, then I'm definitely going to be helping them each identify
Mm-hmm.
their attachment styles, and I have certain assessments or quizzes that I give that helps them to understand that, and that's usually an eye opener
Hmm.
for both of them, just about their own, self. It almost just really helps them. It becomes a game changer in helping them expressing their feelings and needs to their partner, and now they're now talking about, they're keeping the main thing, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of just fighting about whatever has happened during, the week, they now understand also through an attachment lens why why is it that their needs are not met in the relationship. And so it helps them to understand themselves, to express themselves in a different way to their partner, and it helps their partner to understand them and for them to understand their partner as well.
Excellent. Thank you. And where do you get those quizzes that you use? Like,
So I use a particular one. There's, if you look, online, there will be a whole bunch of them, including one by a prominent attachment contemporary therapist, Diane Heller Poole, I think is her name. So there's all kinds of attachment assessments, attachment style assessments.
mm-hmm.
I use this book and this website a lot, and it's a website called howwelove.com,
Mm-hmm.
and there's they call it the Love Style Quiz.
Uh-huh.
The Love Style Quiz is associated with this, and the reason I like to use this particular one, it calls the attachment styles by slightly different names. For example, the fearful avoidant, it calls it vacillator.